Hello, everyone. How's it going? Hi, Deborah. Hi, honey. Oh my gosh. I was so happy to see you on Margie's yesterday. It reminded me, I don't know if we talked directly, but I think I had some kind of connection with you at one point. Um, I don't know if you were watching me or I was watching you or something, but um, when you're talking about the hospice work that you do, and I hope you don't mind me talking about this here, just wanted to say hi and been thinking I want to connect with you. Um, you were talking about the hospice work that you do and or that you have done, and I don't know if you know my story, but my hi Marcy, I have some experience watching loved ones pass and recent experience, and one was my husband that was in hospice and then was assisted. Um, and so I know that there's some volunteers that will attend. And I was thinking about doing that. I was thinking, you know, take what my experience and go out and do some good with it. Anyway, I just wanted to connect with you about, just say hi and hear about your experiences and maybe learn a little bit more about you and what you do. So, anyway, I am here getting ready to do some crafting. I was watching Stacy May, who's actually on right now, and didn't want to leave because one of her guests has a really sweet dog, and I was just feeling like warm and fuzzies watching them, watching her hug and love on her dog, and I was just like, oh, I really need some doggy therapy. Luckily, I do have a dog sit that I'm going to do in a couple hours to go let him out for potty and give him a treat and throw the ball for him in the backyard. But I don't have my own puppy anymore, and my cats are helpful with me. I mean, as far as companionship. Sometimes I wish I could take them with me places. And also, I've been thinking about for quite a while now getting maybe a therapy dog at some point. But where we are right now, it's not really conducive to having a pup when we also have 3 cats. So, hi, Sandy, how are you? Nice to see you. I think maybe Deborah popped in and then maybe popped back out, but I'll catch up with her sometime. So I have my little diamond art here that I'd been, I think I started it last week and I went crazy. I just couldn't stop. So I am almost done. I think I have 2 colors left to do. Let's see, S and V, I think. Yeah. So pretty fun. And I just learned, because I was shopping for a new one, I just learned what 5D was as opposed to 3D. So I guess what I have here is 3D, meaning there are 3 sides or facets to the gems that you put on here, the little plastic pieces. And I guess there's 5D that has, I guess, a little bit more sparkle. I was wondering, like, how many dimensions can you have, and what are they talking about when they say 3D or 5D? So I guess it's the facets on the little gems. So anyway, I ordered a new one. I think it's just the 3D one. Yeah, it's cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, and I didn't expect that I'd zoom through it so fast. But and I did order one of those little. There's like a spatula kind of thing that you can use to kind of straighten up your lines, because I am a little OCD like that, and it definitely got a little sloppy. in some places. So I'm going to take a picture of it as is. I'm going to try to remember, and then do the straightening, and then take another picture and see if there's any kind of significant difference. Because I'm curious to know, like, aesthetically, is it going to really make much difference? So, anywho, and I did order another tool. I really was trying to resist getting too carried away with another medium and ordering a bunch of stuff. But I did invest in another tool. It was just a few dollars, and it'll be a little more ergonomical, I guess, on my hand. So I figure that's probably worth it. So that's what I have. I also got some more beads, some semi-precious stone beads. These are yellow fossil. Yellow fossil. What's the third word? Yellow fossil agate? Gosh, now I can't remember. I will have to look it up. I knew I should write it down. I'm really getting like that now, where I cannot hold something in my brain. Let's see. Hold everything in my brain. Let me see what I did. Oh, shoot. Trying to get some cat postcards on eBay. And there's 57 minutes left. There a lot of 35 real photo postcards are antique, and I really want them. So I'm going to bid. I'm going to wait. It's over in an hour, so I'm going to wait until the last second. So remind me in 50 minutes, Marcy and Sandy, remind me to put in my bid in 50 minutes. And let's see, I'm trying to find my orders. So I got these beads on eBay, I think. Oh, that's my selling. Okay. I don't know how to look things up on eBay. My eBay purchase history. That should do it. Okay. Yellow coral fossil. That's what it's called. Yellow coral fossil. Coral fossil. That's it. And I really like them because they have just sort of kind of tones of my skin, I guess. And then there are some properties that I read about that I was attracted to. Let me see. I can let you know what that is. Fossil. Uses and benefits. So it's supposed to be helpful in treating pancreatic problems, I should say. And what's the other one? Supposed to be healing. Fossil coral is made through a method of replacement in which coral calcium carbonate is changed by silica. The distinct method of preservation may result in various mineral meditations from sample to sample. Mineral meditations. That's weird. Weird word to use there. Fossil corals are said to be extracted from other parts of the United States along with Indonesia. Supposed to. Some people think it warts away evil spirits. think must be translated from some other language because there's some strange words being used here and sentence formation. Like it says, with fossil coral, you will surely enjoy a lasting relationship. This is perhaps one of the reasons why it is known for a sign of abundant love. That's not what I have before. Well, that's not what I read about before. Okay. Let's see. And, improves blood circulation. Used for treating stomach, eye, and skin problems. Thought to improve longevity. So, I don't know. I would have to Google that, Sandy. But there is something, I'm pretty sure. And I used to have like a crystal book, and I used to work with a lot of massage therapists in the spa industry that I worked in as an esthetician. And so we had a lot of interactions with, or a lot of discussions about that kind of stuff. And so I still have all 4 of my lepidolite 8mm bracelets that I made. And I have these, those are my personal ones, but these have not sold yet. And I love them. Oh, they feel nice and cool. And I did get, I don't know if anyone of you were here yesterday or last week. I made some Larimar bracelets out of, this was one set that I got, and then I got a new set, and you can see there's some differences in the coloration, as you would expect when you get it from different suppliers and also different grades. So this is a higher grade than this is, but I do like the dark mixed in with the white. So you get different things when you get it from different suppliers. And then I'm curious now about the seizures. Let's look it up. Let's Google it, or Microsoft Bing it, as it were. Stones, crystals. I cannot type. For seizures. By the way, can you hear me? Because sometimes I talk quietly, and then sometimes I wonder about my microphone if it's black tourmaline is good for seizure and epilepsy. Red jasper is number 2. So black tourmaline, then red jasper, black onyx, lapis lazuli, and sugilite has a calming benefit. I wouldn't be able to identify that one. I don't know what that looks like. So sugilite is a deep purple crystal that helps to cleanse, remove energy attached to the body that may be causing seizures. This includes physical, emotional, and spiritual energy. But black tourmaline, I have that. And I've made bracelets with that. So black tourmaline may be helpful for many people with epilepsy because it allows their bodies to relax and focus better. It is also known to block negative psychic energy radiation, electromagnetic pollution, which can often lead to seizures and epilepsy. For this reason, black tourmaline is often used as a natural remedy for treating epilepsy, restless leg syndrome, and other neurological disorders. Very interesting. I wonder if that includes Parkinson's, like my dad. Hi, Lorna. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Oh, good. Thanks for the feedback about the sound. Yeah, I think also, too, this lepidolite would be good because this is supposed to be relaxing and anti-anxiety. It's not specifically listed. But I think just like that 5th one I listed, that was purple. I think most purple stones are good for anxiety because amethyst is also listed for anxiety and mood swings. But lepidolite is actually lesser, a little less common. At least it is. It was one of the ones that I learned about later. So it's supposed to have lithium. Lepidolite is supposed to contain lithium, which I know treats some nervous disorders. Like my dad took lithium for a while. So this stuff. So since these are brand new, I'm not going to keep them on, but I wanted to see how they felt. And oh, your granddaughter is starting a. Oh, that's so hard, Sandy. It must be so hard to see her go through that, or to know that that's something she's struggling with. That's too bad. Oh, good, Deborah. I was just chatting away right at the beginning as if I was talking to you personally. Let me get you blue here. I'm still pretty slow when it comes to navigating on my computer. I did back in the early 1990s when I was in college. We used computers, but of course it was a different time. We didn't do as much on it as we can do today, like the internet. And then that's me. I was trying to navigate this. I didn't, after college, didn't use computers too much. I was a teller for a while. And why am I having trouble with this? Oh, okay, because I forgot how to do it. So I didn't use computers much. So I didn't keep up with technology, basically. And most of the work I did was like hands-on and stuff. Hi, Tango. I don't know. I think we had like for names of the first computers, I think it was like HP computers, Hewlett Packard. Definitely not. We at the computer lab in college, we didn't use like Apple or anything like that. Might not have been. I know it existed, but I don't think it was much of a thing in university settings then. And I didn't have a personal computer until I was out of college. So it would have been like 93, 94 probably before I got one. 94, 95. Oh, I see, Deborah. So Sandy says her 16-year-old granddaughter's having seizures. I'm sorry. Hope she can get some good help with that, managing that. I think I was in high school. We had a friend at church who was in the choir with us and my parents and I, and she had epilepsy. And I don't know if they knew exactly what was going on with her, like why, but she was a few years older than me. Oh, Lorna's daughter dealt with that too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I bet you would, Sandy. That was a tough thing to live with. I mean, I've passed out I've had panic attacks and I've passed out at doctor's offices. And from stress, but I haven't had convulsions or anything. But I do know what it's like to pass out and wake up from that and lose bladder control and that feeling of like it wasn't something that you could control. It wasn't something you did. You want to control it because you don't want to go through the trouble and embarrassment of it. But it's not something you can control. So you just have to learn to live with it and manage it pretty much and get help. Yeah. Hopefully they can give her some kind of treatment. But yeah, when they're growing up, you don't know. I mean, you change throughout your life too, but you don't know. They don't maybe know exactly or have it all figured out for you quite yet because everyone's different. All right, let's do V. It's the last color that I haven't gotten out yet. And then I have a space to finish S. And I can work on this while we chat. She's afraid I could. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's funny when you know that you have a predisposition to having something happen in those scenarios. It doesn't even really help. It almost makes it worse because you worry about it happening. So. Yeah, grow out of them. Yeah, that can sometimes happen. What's everybody up to today? I'm gonna put these on my other hand. We had a little rain this morning. The sun's trying to peek out. The cloud cover is pretty heavy. Let's see what our temperature is right now. 47. It's supposed to be up to 53 today, and that's about it. Typical Western Washington, North Puget Sound weather. I'm curious, have people in other parts of the country heard of Puget Sound? And Lorna, I know you have. You're not too far from us. It's like there's places on the East Coast that I've never heard of, or maybe have at some point heard of it, but don't really know much about it. Because I guess when you're in school, like high school, I know we had history class. It was like Pacific Northwest history, PNW. So you must have like Southwest history or Florida history or whatever, different regions. Oh, Tango, you see your neurologist for MS. Oh, it's a tough one too. Hi, Edward. How are you? My dad sees a neurologist for his Parkinson's, but honestly, there's not a lot they can do. Not a lot. So he had one previously before I moved him, and then he has a new one now, and it's the same old thing. At least within the Kaiser Permanente system, there's not they don't try much. Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, Lorna. Sometimes you need some better light. I have been doing a lot of jewelry making because I want to have things to offer at my sales. So I've been working a lot on that, slowly getting my supplies unearthed. And I do enjoy this, but I really honestly don't know what the heck I'm going to do with it. Am I going to frame this and put it on the wall? I don't know. It's like doing a puzzle. What do you can frame it and put it up, but will I? Probably not. Because I'm going for the vintage vibe with my decor, and especially I like the kind of flowery Victorian look. I don't really think this fits in with that. But, so it's 30 by 40 centimeters. Wow. Because this is 20 by 30. So it's pretty small. I like it because I can fit it just about anywhere. I think if it were any bigger, it might be tricky. But I think the one I ordered is probably the size of yours. So we'll see how I like that. And of course, it has a kitty in it. So it's like a cute little vintage inspired sign that says something about making biscuits. I think it's cute. That's an anthropomorphic cat standing up making biscuits in the kitchen kind of thing. I just picked this because I was watching a sale and it was somebody I'd never purchased from before, and I thought I'd show some support and pick this up. And it came pretty fast from Florida. And of course, it was a small package, but it was Miss Ella from Save Here First. I don't know if any of you know her. I've watched her channel. She's with Johnny a lot on the Cajun Reseller. Hey, Helen, how are you? I'm just doing some diamond art here, hon. How's your day, busy lady? You're either on a live or doing videos, sourcing. Watched one of your recent sourcing videos. You are an impressive lady with your energy. What is this? Could just be seeing things. Anywho, yeah, when it comes to YouTube, you're pretty impressive. I'm trying to find the time just to do an unboxing. I got some cute friend mail from Kathy. And I started opening it, and then I thought, oh no, I want to put this on a video. And then I have a box from Bridget, the baker's daughter, that I need to open. Some really cute stuff for Easter. I want to get those up and out into my living room decor. Nice of you to stop by, Helen. What are you up to today? Please don't hesitate to throw up any info about things you've got going on. Oh, hi, Heather Elizabeth. Oh my gosh, everybody's popping in. Hi, sweetie. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Roy. How's it going? Oh, that's okay, Sandy. I have a lot, but yeah, if you have extras to send me, I of course would really appreciate it. No rush, no worries. I need to work on some more ideas because I do love the look of them, and I think they're really fun to craft with. But yeah, I have a couple sitting here that I put together for some shows, and a couple little like Easter kind of ornament looking ornaments. And this one has a little sort of Alice in Wonderland looking charm on it. This is just a little thing you'd hang like on a doorknob. And this one, some vintage trims and buttons. These are pretty simple. I want to come up with some other fancy ones, other more intricate, ornate. This one doesn't really thrill me because I put this little lace thing on there. It looks kind of like a skirt. How's it going, Heather, Elizabeth? I'm going to see you very soon. My trip's coming up because Saturday we leave for Colorado. Can't believe it. It's already here. So I hope you'll have some time for me. I definitely want to go to that Garden of the Gods with you guys. I hope that you'll come. I understand if something comes up, you have your lives, so don't worry. I'm very flexible with stuff like that. But I'd love to see Scott and do something fun and active like that. And of course, I could be sore the next day because I'm not in great shape. But I definitely want to go see the sights. And one reason I wanted to go to Colorado is to get out and see nature. We have it here, but I'm bored with it. Oh, good, Lorna. I'm glad you love it. Oh, thank you, honey. Oh, good. Okay. Good. Okay. Sunday. You got it. That's what we'll do. I'm excited. And then, yeah, whatever you have time for, we're just there gonna hang out. I mean, we're somewhat indecisive people. And I'm not to say to give you to make you decide everything for us, but it's really helpful. Like once I figured out like where you are, and I really appreciate you giving suggestions, and that helped me figure out like where to stay and all that. We've done everything. We booked flights and lodging. We just haven't booked a car quite yet. Haven't decided how we want to do that. Last time we did Turo when we were in Palm Springs, which is basically, people rent their private cars. And we had a good experience with that. And it was pretty inexpensive. I think it was all said and done because of they have fees that are different than like budget rent a car in those big places. They worked out to about the same price, but it wasn't a fancy car. I was going for budget, keeping it low. But we might get like a Jeep or something in Colorado. I don't know. We haven't decided, just to kind of treat ourselves. And if you're going to rent a car anyway, a few bucks more a day, you can get something nice. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thank you, I Spy. Thank you, and Nitra, for coming out. I appreciate it. Come see me again, okay? Yeah, he's a happy sloth, isn't he? Isn't he cute? That's why I got him. Thanks for noticing, Roy. I dropped my Post-it note that tells me what these stones are because I keep forgetting. I have these cool stones if you guys didn't see when I first came in. These are yellow coral fossil stone. And I think they'd be pretty for a bracelet. 6 millimeters. So I'm going to make some stretchy bracelets like this and kind of add to this. And hi, Nez Lover. How are you? I saw you the other day in somebody's crafting live, and you're a crafter too, right? Thank you so much for coming in. I am very informal with my crafting lives. I just kind of do whatever is at my whim, basically. And then I chat with my friends that come in about all kinds of different things. So I was just talking to Heather Elizabeth from Antique Agenda about our plans for next week. John and I are going to Colorado, and she is located there, and I'm pretty much just going there to see her. But I'm sure we'll do some shopping, and John and I will busy ourselves while we give Heather Elizabeth a break from us now and then. I think I have a cat hair here. And there's the garbage truck. No, that's FedEx driving by. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Okay, good luck with that, Deborah. We'll be thinking of you. Let's catch up sometime. I want to chat. I want to chat sometime. I change colors. Yeah, it's a cute sloth. This is my very first diamond art. And what would you like me to call you, Nez Lover? Is that what you'd like me to call you? I'm Leanne, by the way, if you didn't remember. I do weekly crafting lives, so not every day like Stacey May does, but I do it on Tuesdays, and then I find myself now crafting a little bit more in between, so it's been very helpful for me to get back to crafting, which I did a lot of. Okay, yeah, I'll send you all the info. John booked the hotels. Yeah, I want to say it's in Denver. It's just east of the city center. And then Colorado Springs, I feel like it's just north of the city center. So yeah, unfortunately, we're kind of east of Denver, and I think you're just northwest, if I remember the map. But it doesn't look like it's too far. Hopefully, it's not like Seattle traffic, but maybe it is. I don't know. Hopefully, it'll work. Yeah, I'll send you that. I will. And do you want me to just text you, or do you want me to still message you on Instagram, Heather Elizabeth? I can send you my number if you like. Don't think you have it, but maybe. I don't remember. Gosh, you guys, I'm almost done with this little slothy guy. I only have this area. I have one E I missed over here that I'll have to do. And before I really firmly roll everything down, I'm going to wait for that little tool that I got that I said was just ordered, which kind of straightens the rows for you. This tool came with. Oh, yeah, you can definitely craft with me. Oh, you got my number. Okay. I couldn't remember. But I did order one that is a little fancier, a little ergonomical. But yeah, I'd love to have you on, Lorna. I need to set it up rather than going live on YouTube directly. I can set it up on StreamYard or Restream and do it that way. Oh, John just sent me the info. So I will forward that to you because I probably shouldn't announce it on. Wow. Oh, so it's not an Airbnb in Denver. And it's South Denver. And then it looks like Wyndham in forward. How do I forward a text? This should be easy. Why is it not easy? More. Forward. I'm such a ding dong. Okay. Heather. Send me a text, Heather Elizabeth. I want to make sure I have the right person that I'm forwarding this to before I do that. And then I'll send you the info. I think it might be you, but I didn't. Yeah, that's you. Okay, I'll just forward it. I just looked up the area code. Okay, I'm sending it to you right now. So yeah, I guess we are going down to Colorado Springs first. We check in on Saturday, and then we'll come up to Denver and we check in there on Tuesday and spend the rest of our trip there. That'll be fun. Sometimes it drops off. So Lorna, have you done this? You said you have one. Have you started it? Have you done this work before? Yeah, the tool that I ordered has attachments that you can use to do a few at a time, a few gems at a time. I'm not sure. I might use it. I don't know. It kind of a little bit sad that this has gone so fast, honestly. Because I, do it while I'm watching a show. John and I just binge watched Silicon Valley, which is a fun show. Since John's in the tech industry, software industry, it was fun to watch. But it's frustrating too, because it's very much a. Okay, so you haven't started yet. Got it. The show, it's on HBO. It's an HBO show. We watched it on HBO Max. It's one thing after another in the plot. Like, yeah, it's very much like, oh, that fell through. Oh, this, came through. Oh, this fell through. Like back and forth. And at first, when I started watching it, I'm like, oh, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this show. It's too emotionally, and it's still funny too. It's very much a comedy, but dry sense of humor kind of stuff. And because it's HBO, they definitely have some swearing going on, which is fine. It's fine. It's just not me. Oh, you're having a wait, Kathy. Yeah. It's getting to what did I say? 53 today. But we're not in the warmest part of the day quite yet. Oh my gosh, you guys! I think I just have one left. It's one I missed earlier. What color is E16? That's sort of a light brown. This is the extent of my organization, by the way. I know John's daughter does this, and she has like a whole thing with little compartments and junk, which is great. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get that much. And then look at all the extras. I mean, I feel somewhat guilty because that's how I am about what am I going to do with this? Am I going to just toss it and then the environmental impact of that? Is that silly that I think that way? Kind of like how glitter is bad for the environment, but I still love using it and it makes pretty things. All right, that's done. I'm looking it over, making sure I didn't forget anything. I started working on this last night and I almost stopped myself because I thought, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have anything to work on tomorrow at my craft live, but then decided, you know what, it's just for fun, so who cares? I'll just, hey, I can use this for kind of lining things up. Didn't realize. I think the actual tool will do a better job. The tool that I ordered that's like a little spatula. But now if I want to frame it, what do I do? Like I can make up my own kind of frame, but is there something that people do that's a standard that where they can frame things like this? And then it's also sticky on the outside. If anybody knows, let me know. Oh, have you? Look what I did, Kathy. I wrote down the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 steps because I was getting behind. Now I'm even more behind than this because I haven't written down the last few weeks, and I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up. And I know it's not about that. I can definitely still do it. I just don't know if I want to. I mean, I do, but I don't have the actual book to do the altered book. Every time I'm at the thrift store, I keep looking for the right book and can't find the right book. I'm a little crazy like that. Started with a, I did the colored pencils one. I started with a blank book, like a sketchbook, because I had one. But I wasn't happy with it, and I thought, oh, I really want to do the where there's pages and the altered book, and I got stalled and distracted by other life things. Okay, an old school planner. That's a good idea. Oh, and I could also do, I don't know why I don't do this. I should get this out for next week. I have an old journal that my mom had started. She had a couple pages from when I was younger. And it's a hardback. And I was going to take a bunch of her old pictures that are kind of loose and just make like a scrapbook, basically. So I guess I could do that. Make it a scrapbook and then use Claudia's altered book cues to just sort of embellish and just kind of push myself a little bit to try. Oh, I hate it when Alexa does that. The Alexa notifications scare me. Did you hear that? It went bong bong and then I jumped. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. I wish I wasn't that jumpy. Okie dokie. Oh, I love that. I love that idea. There's Heather Elizabeth texting me. Okay, just going to string these puppies. Again, this is yellow coral fossil. I just love the golden tones, the brown tones. Really pretty. Really, really pretty. I wonder if Heather Elizabeth's watching right now. I don't know if she is. I think she would really like this stone, the color. I like the idea of the tea-tip pages and the brown paper cover to make it look like leather on the outside. That's so cool. The journal that I have of my mom's is just a really fun, probably 60s, 70s vinyl cover with one of the, like stamped like an old book on the front, and it just says journal. So I'll probably keep that as is. I could embellish it a little bit, but I love the look of it, which is why I wanted to keep it. But most of the pages on the inside are blank or lined. It's lined pages, but she didn't use it, but a few pages on the inside, the beginning. So I wanted to keep that in there, have some of her handwriting, but also have a place to put some of her old pictures and like her band letter from being in band in high school, and kind of that kind of thing. So I think I'll do that, and then maybe I can use some of the cues, and that'll also give me more to do here that's a little different, because I wanted to do some paper crafts and use some of my vintage trims and things like that I have collected. All right, so that's just one past 7 inches. And I usually just try it on my wrist. That's a nice size. I like it to be not too tight, but not too loose that it falls way down on my arm. Might be one. Let's try it with one fewer. Let's see. Oops. No, it's a little too. Okay, I'm going to add one back. And I will knot it. So I think if she isn't here, I'm going to make her a bracelet that I can give her when I'm there visiting. And we can have best friend bracelets, twinsies. Don't tell her. Oh, fabric and postage. That's cool. Oh gosh, I have tons of fabric scraps from her quilting. I have to use those too. That's a great idea. Do you know what I have that I might use? I've been trying to decide what I'm going to do with. Let's see if I have it to show you. I have a Montgomery Ward, like a refund check that was in my mom's jewelry box. So I don't know if it was hers or originally hers or somebody else's, but I think it's so funky. It's a $1 may be applied to your next order or cashed in any of our stores, catalog offices, or at any bank. Wow. Montgomery Ward and Company Incorporated. Why is it backwards? I wonder if there's a way I can flip my camera so it's not backwards. Again, technology challenged here. Oh well, I can't figure it out. Maybe John can help me with that. He's my tech expert. Yeah, isn't that cool? I mean, I was like, what am I going to do with it? I don't think I'm going to be able to sell it. Who would want it? I mean, there's probably somebody that isn't worth it. So I'll just use it in that scrapbook idea, that scrapbooking. And then I can probably include some of her drawings. I might have to cut out some pages in, I don't know if you do that, Kathy, when you're working on an altered book or something where you have to give more room because you're adding stuff. Otherwise, then it's going to be like super duper thick. But yeah, I'll figure it out as I go. Alrighty, that's done. I love instant gratification projects and like repetitive stuff. Gluing cardstock and thin cardboard on the pages. Yeah. Nice. I'm tempted to go get that journal and show it to you right now. I'm kind of excited about it. It's just downstairs. Kathy, okay, I'll go get it. I'll go get it. Okay, I'm back. I grabbed a little snack. So here's the journal. See what I mean by like an old book. There's her name, 1977. That's it. And that is it. So I found this in her stuff. This I just shoved in here. But there she is with me. This is a scrapbook. It looks like she did in college. Because there's my dad graduating from college. And then my cousin, my grandma, her Siamese cat that I think is the one that lived to 21 on top of, or is that our Siamese cat? That's my mom's old Camaro. Some shirtless guys playing football. Probably my dad and cousin. That's my cousin, my dad. So I wanted to get these pictures in a better. Oh, good, Bonnie. I'm so sorry about that mix-up. Please forgive me, everyone. I keep mixing up names, Bonnie and Becky, and then I keep mixing up Lorna and Lynn. So, in that particular sale, I was really flustered because of the technology problems at the beginning with my camera being fuzzy. So I was off that day. But look at my mom's picture with the cat. And her looking like, Shirley Temple, basically. So cute. So I'm gonna, and these pictures are horribly faded. So she probably rescued them from some other book. And I think this is her grandfather. And she's knitting. Look how cute is that? She's knitting and he's watching. I mean, thank you, Bonnie. Thanks for being so forgiving. Oh my God. I was so horrified when I saw that email. And then I got an email from Becky too. And I was like, oh my gosh, I probably mixed up names. And I went back and watched. And sure enough, my notes were wrong. So I'd written it in real time incorrectly. So anyway, I'm going to, that's a really neat one. This one made me cry. When I first saw it. I'll show you. So yeah, I think this scrapbook could be redone. Anybody know what this is? Is this like some kind of spool that you put yarn on or something? Yeah, I know. It's kind of funny. I need to, that's a good, that's a good reminder, Bonnie. To laugh a little bit more at my mistakes. Sorry, I got a little emotional looking at my mom's pictures. It's my mom. It's my mom. So I was talking with Kathy about doing altered book projects. The one that Claudia Kay was facilitating, putting on. And I was talking about this journal that I have and a bunch of things that my mom had saved. And I want to put them in, maybe make a scrapbook of, there's my dad when he came home from Vietnam and saw me for the first time when I was 9 months old. Probably at church, baptismal. That's probably going to church. A little wiener dog that they had, my mom and dad. Yeah, very human. Oh, hi, Joni. I'm glad you're lurking. Oh. Sometimes I just don't. That's mean. My dad. Sometimes I'd really rather not feel it. That's our bridal shower. My grandmother on my dad's side, my grandmother on my mom's side. Look at the hairdo. My mom. Anyway, it's been a year and a half. Some of these pictures are worse for wear. So, all different eras of pictures, but these are things that my mom saved, so how do I put them together? Yeah, an old book of hers. So, in this book, because it's a nice hardback book that I could save and pass down to my daughters. Look at all these pages. I mean, they're lined, but they're lightly lined, so I think I could easily take all those things, newspaper clippings, and make a little keepsake. I'm going to leave that up here where I can access it and I can think about it. Yeah, the sounds through the hourglass. Those are the days of our lives. You got it. Really is. If you have anything you'd like to promote, Joni, your channel, your shows, anything you have coming up, please feel free. I'm very much a promote our friends and network and share kind of person. Share too much sometimes. I recently had to apologize to a friend for sharing something that wasn't meant to be shared. And I was telling her, I think, because I'm so open about my stuff in life that sometimes I forget not everybody is. And I didn't, it wasn't my information to share. And to my credit, I didn't quite understand that it wasn't meant to be shared. But still, no excuse. I need to be more aware. But you know, we all are human, like you were saying, and need to forgive not only others but ourselves. Okay, Joni. Yeah, of course. Come and go as you please. No obligation. I'm excited to have stumbled upon some new friends in another crafting live recently, including Joni, and because I'd like to expand my network of friends here, and especially crafters like Kathy and Lorna, because I love sharing ideas. There's so much to learn. You know, I've been a crafter for most of my life. My mom was an artist, a musician, and crafter, homemaker, as they used to say. Not going to use that one. And there's like infinite amounts of projects and ideas out there. So that we can share with each other, and that's really what I've been enjoying about YouTube lately is it's just sharing ideas. Oh, I'm so happy, Bonnie. That makes me happy. That's why we get these little things. You know, we might not necessarily need it, but it brings us joy, and so in that way, we do need it. And I'm glad to be part of that in my creations. And they're not fancy. They're really not. I used to do more fancy, wire work. And let me show you something. It's not. It is wearable, but I have not really worn. Hi, crossover paranormal. Yeah, I love meeting new people too. Thanks for coming in, crossover paranormal society. I think I've run into you somewhere before. Maybe it was another paranormal. Anyway, I did this when I was doing a lot of jewelry making, but I would get a lot of different patterns to try in magazines and things like that. So sterling silver clasp and basically sew seed beads together and make like a little chandelier drop. It's a little tarnished where the silver is, but just sort of neat necklace that I'd never wear, and I haven't sold. I used to sell jewelry, but so this was in my stash. It's kind of my colors. I loved the kind of pink and gray. But yeah, again, don't wear it. There's a lot of things that I've made and don't wear. So, especially love these iridescent beads here. Crystals. I was lucky enough to be gifted a friend's aunt's stash of beads at about the time when I was making a lot of jewelry. And so a lot of the beads I just utilize for different projects like that to try. Hi, Bridget. You're so cute how you call me Cupcake. I'm just hanging out with my friends, doing some little crafting. This is yellow coral fossil that I recently got in my order from an eBay supplier. And I used to order all my stuff from the jewelry supplier before eBay, before I was really on eBay very much. Now, since I'm an eBay seller and I sold a few things recently, I sometimes come across some pretty good prices on beads like this, some semi-precious stones, and I like to make these things. Thanks everybody for appreciating. I love sharing those things that I have put away. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a lot of company coming over. I haven't since I was a lot younger. What are you up to, Bridget? I have your box sitting here. It's so beautifully wrapped, and I'm intending to do a unboxing. Probably gonna get to it tomorrow and post it on Thursday, maybe Wednesday. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow. I also have my sale with Sabrina tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Happy to have her. I think we're going to have a guest. She said it was Martha from Vintage Conversation. So that'll be the first time I get to meet Martha on a collab, and that'll be fun. I have to put out some emails, some invitations for guests on my channel pretty soon here. It's kind of big. Some of you might have seen when Bridget was on my channel recently. That was so fun. I'm always flattered when people accept my invitation to come on because it takes time, and it's a big deal to me that they would spend that time with me. So. I think Heather Elizabeth bailed, which I don't blame her for at all. I think she took off. But I'm going to see her. I don't know if you were here earlier. Bridget was talking about seeing Heather Elizabeth next week. I'm going on Saturday to Colorado, and then we're meeting up Sunday to go hiking. Hi, Patrick. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. Oh, that's too bad, Kathy. Well, it's good you got to see her. See them. Her. Oh. You live close to your daughter? All right, there's one more. Oh, that's good. 45 minutes isn't bad. My parents were, I'm going to say, 70 minutes from me for so many years, and that seemed a little too far to me. Especially when traffic was really bad, it would take more than 2 hours to get there. So it's often really bad around here in the I-5 corridor, the Puget Sound. You go through the area where Fort Lewis and McChord Air Force Base are. It's so congested, and for so long they were working on the freeway and the bridges above the freeway, and there's just always something slowing traffic and no real good alternative to get around it. So and that was between where I live and lived at the time and where my parents lived. And it was a lot, it would take you all day basically to go down, visit, come back. And it was a lot. Oh, good. Doing your chores today, Jody. That's good. Don't tell your husband. He might get used to it. That's funny. I'm lucky. John is really helpful. It's more like I help him rather than he helps me because he's just that kind of guy. He takes care of things around the house for the most part. If it's a big project, he might need a little more encouragement. But like dishes, vacuuming, cooking, things like that. He always did it before me, so. Yeah, you're kind of an empath kind of person. Yeah. Oh, has it changed? I'm the opposite. I used to be very closed off, and now I am more open because I guess I just need the support. I feel, um, and I was just kind of alone. I felt like in my in my stress and my experiences with my late husband, and I'm an only child, so I don't have siblings to talk things over with. And now that my daughters aren't around, I just, yeah, it's good to be picky, good to be choosy with who you share with, especially if you've been burned in the past for some reason. People are not all as well intending as we are. So yeah, I think. Oh, so it depends on how much you have in common. Yeah, I think I tend to be an empathic type of person. I'm not going to say I am an empath, but I have those tendencies. I'm going to put a touch of glue. My dad seems to be okay, Kathy, at least at the moment. For a while coming home from the hospital, he was still, and it had only been 4 weeks that he was there. And I think only halfway through started the new meds. So by the time he came home, it was just 2 weeks into the new meds. And so he was still adjusting, and he was still as manic as ever, calling me all the time. Now, I think also March Madness has helped because he's watching a lot of basketball. And so he's not bugging me quite as much, which is nice. And I think we had a real good talk, and then he saw a therapist, and he's going to see him again. I think it might have helped get him to realize a little bit that I'm trying to have my own life here as well as try to take care of him, and that I need to have breaks from him. At least I'd like to think that he has that realization. I'm just filling in a lot of blanks with that, honestly. I don't know. Because he does have some dementia, so I don't know quite, and he doesn't accept it as fact, so it's hard to tell what he's aware of and what he's not aware of. But he does have these tendencies to be somewhat narcissistic, and it's all about him and his attention that he needs, and not very empathetic. Speaking of empaths, not empathetic at all. But it's also him struggling with his Parkinson's, his new reality of not having mom around, also living in assisted living. Even though it's been 2 years, he's still had a really hard time adjusting. And I think the dementia plays into that too. So yeah, it's tough, Joni. It's a whole thing with my dad. Oh yeah, those are Larimar, Lorna. Yeah, I have Larimar. I made a couple bracelets out of it. A different supplier, but yeah, super nice. Larimar, if you don't already know, is only mined in the Dominican Republic, and I heard that the single mine that was mining it has shut down. So it's going to be more difficult to find. So I decided to get some. Yeah, Dad is doing better, I think. for now. Like I said to so many people, it's always for now, because with bipolar disorder, it seems like it's always going to come back. It's always going to be there. And then Parkinson's, he's on, that's progressive. It's only going to get worse. Sorry about this. But I can rest for now. I can rest a little bit. Joni, where are you located? Curious minds. Gotta remember to drink my water today. I don't know. Maybe I should do spacers in this. I'm just getting used to, or just getting complacent with stringing these. Maybe I should use some spacers. Let's see what I have. At hand. I don't have all my supply out here, but I have a few things that I harvested from a piece that I needed to rework. I have some little hedgehog charms that I was going to see if Kitty, Mr. Hedgehog, is interested in. Yeah, they're pretty color. Love them. Oh, Alabama, Georgia. Very cool. Are you a Roll Tide fan? I forget the name of the... What is it? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I got a lot of jewelry recently, and it had a lot of Alabama type stuff, so I think it was from that area. Well, things like this. Alabama, Roll Tide. So I was thinking I could find somebody who'd be interested in those. I'd just send them to you to use. It's just a single earring, things like that have Alabama references. I'm so far from that area that I don't know if anybody around here would be interested. So let's see. I have these silver spacers that I took from another piece that I had made. Let's see. I have, they're sterling silver, so might as well use them. Hey, Stacey May. I think I still have your channel on. Yeah, I do. It's now, are you done with your live? Because it's on a video now. Ooh, he has a 68 Camaro. How cool. I don't know if my mom's a 68 or 69, something like that. I love those cars. Okay, you're all done, Stacy. Oh, yeah. The charms. Nice. Well, I had somebody in mind. I'm going to see first if she's interested, and then I'll offer them to you. I don't know if you're interested in ice skate charms. They're literal ice skates. Those spacers won't work, darn it. They're a little too not round. Well, that will work. They're irregular on the inside, so I don't know if those will work. These daisy spacers are, I only have so many out right now. Let's see, where did I put there? Be right back. I'm gonna look for something. don't remember. Since I was a kid, I probably haven't been in a Camaro. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Got a little sidetracked. I went to find spacers and grabbed a bunch of other things that I want to work on. So, what was I saying? We were talking about exactly. That's why. Exactly. I got that from you, Stacey May. That whole little sign idea. I'll get fancier with it one of these days. So I have more of those daisy spacers in here. So sterling silver. This is one of my old little trays that I used to craft with on my lap when I was working on jewelry projects. And I don't like to buy new things, at least right now, so I'm just trying to reuse things that I already have. I have a lot. I used to make watches like this with some sterling silver. Needs tarnishing. This one says Lucky Me. I used to stamp in the sterling silver. And then so I have a bunch of these watch faces that I used to do string beads onto them, make beaded watches. This one's a wire wrapped version. Here's one. I used to wear this actually quite often. Just some different beads on a toggle clasp. So anyway, just trying to get a few more spacers for this bracelet. So you can see my designs have gotten a lot more simple over the years, but that's because I'm doing more things. I was working full time. I started jewelry making when my kids were little. I was not working full time. Well, I was kid rearing PTA mom stuff. Okay, this is dirty. I'm not going to clean it right now, but I'm just going to get the spacers out. Got dirty and dusty over the years. Yep, sometimes you gotta go dig. Make a mess. Okay, let's see if these even the right size. A couple of them are. Bunch of jewelry to do stuff with. Maybe sell my mom's stuff. About the time my mom was getting ill and needing help, my husband was passing away, and my and then the pandemic, and then during the pandemic I decided to sell my house because I had time. I was unemployed and just started working on it, basically painting and things like that. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to sell. And because I knew the market was going to change. So I did. And then my mom severely needed help, and we moved them into assisted living and tried to clean out their house while they were still around, while mom was still around. And then the year of in and out of the hospital and transitioning my dad into assisted living by himself without mom. And so yeah, it got crazy. Anyway, I was going to say that I am still just digging out of that mess because I threw my stuff together. When I moved, threw my stuff together. We moved into an apartment with my daughter before she launched into her life because it was still the pandemic. And I ended up with my mom's stuff the stuff I wanted to save. Hi, Kitty. I was going to see if you were interested. You must have Beetlejuiced or somebody messaged you. But I have these little hedgehogs I was wondering if you wanted. I'll save them for you or just send them to you if you want. They're little like antiqued brass or bronze, not precious metals. Little hedgehogs. Little charms. They're kind of heavy compared to other charms because they're a lot of metal, but wondering if you wanted those. Okay, cool. Yeah, I thought of you. I thought of making earrings because there's two, but I don't know if they'd be very comfortable because, like I said, they're a little weighty, but I can make a bracelet for you if you add those. But if you, I think you're crafty. You could make something fun with them. So I'll put your name on them. I'll send you some friend mail. I also have a bunch of ice skates that I don't anticipate using. Ice skate charms. I don't know if anyone is interested in these, but I ended up with a whole bunch out of a bundle I bought at a thrift store. I don't know what to do with those. 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to do something with those. But I'm willing to share those too. And yeah, I've decided I'm just going to give away things, more things, like on my live shows and stuff. Do like I like doing the add-ons at the end, and then I like to do the Frozen journal. Yeah, somebody who's into that. That's true. True. Yeah, ice skating's not really very big around here. Although now we do have a hockey team, an NHL hockey team. The Kraken. So maybe it'll gain popularity. Ice skating, that is. There are a couple ice skating rinks in the suburbs. And then down in Seattle Center, they have one, I think it's just open in the winter, somewhat indoors. They do have like garage doors they can open up if the weather's amenable. But I am a roller skater. I don't have a lot of experience ice skating. Like I said, it's not really a big thing here, or hasn't been. So, yeah, hockey is fun to watch, definitely. We had, back when we just had the minor league, we went to a couple games and it's fun. They have, they're mostly high school kids or just out of high school, young. When the women's hockey team was kind of a big deal, women's Olympic team was kind of a big deal. That was a lot of fun. I'm all about the ladies' sports. Lady sports. So that's cool. I pulled these out. I know that they're not onyx. I think these are black tourmaline. So I could do something with these, maybe mix them in with something else. And then I had a couple amethyst beads that I pulled out that I have here. I could make the amethyst. These are 10 millimeter, I think. These are really big amethyst beads. Could make something with those. Looks like I started a bracelet. These are kind of big. They feel really cool though. They're nicely polished. Got those back in the day. Made a few wire wrap bracelets. Yeah, I don't like the fighting that they do on those in those games, but other than that, I really enjoy watching the passing and the shooting and even sometimes the blocking because it's very strategic. And then I played roller derby for a minute, and there were some former hockey players that actually coached in my league. So that was fun to kind of mingle with them. And we played roller hockey at practices sometimes just to get in some fun footwork and stuff. I have this garnet bracelet, and this is a faceted garnet bracelet that I made with gold-filled wire. And it's very small, and I never sold it, so I decided I would probably remake it I hate to waste the wire, but it's so small that I don't know if anybody, I guess if somebody had a really small wrist and wanted it, so I might sell it for like $5 or something very small, because I'm not really in it for the money right now, just to recoup my cost. But I think this is stamped 14 karat gold. Yeah, stamped 14 karat gold on the clasp. But yeah, it's pretty small, but it is, I can get it on. It's a garnet. Oh, red carnelian. That's what this is, red carnelian. These, I think it's garnet. You know, it's been so long. I think this is garnet and this is red carnelian. See, that's why I can't really sell it, because I can't guarantee what it is. But at the time when I bought it, I knew what it was. And then this is malachite. Dark green with striations. So I made a malachite bracelet, disassembled that because I wasn't thrilled with it. Thought I'd reuse some of my beads from some work that I didn't sell. And then this is, it was sold to me as turquoise. It might be howlite, I don't know, but it's a little faceted rondelle. And then this is labradorite. Labradorite, just like polished stones that are made into beads, basically. These are labradorite. Also focusing. Yeah, it is a pretty color, garnet. Oh, the same birthstone. Just remake the clasp in. Yeah, I could. I should dig through my beads, see if I have more of these beads. So just take off. And I should, excuse me, I should still have some of the gold-filled wire. Yeah, I could redo that and then sell it. Yeah, I used to do a lot of this wire wrapping with beads. So yeah, this is a pendant that I had on one of the necklaces I took apart. Silver, Thai silver, I think, because that's what I used to buy for pendants, and some of these spacers are Thai silver also. So that's fun. I can do something with that. I have plenty of materials. So, but I'm only buying, things like this when I know that I don't already have Larimar, and I know it's becoming more rare. So sorry. So I think what I'm going to do on this one is I'm going to tie it and then leave a little extra with additional beads. So it kind of has like a little dangly part, and then I'll knot it at the end. And yeah, here's some gunmetal beads that I like. I might make like a gunmetal and black tourmaline. Oh, thank you. I need a drink of water. Kathy, what would I do without you? I'm telling you. What would I do without you? This little foam pad is coming apart. Fleece pad. I think they break down over time because they have like foam on the inside and like a netting, and then this is like this fleece kind of flocked, and it's coming apart. It's not hemmed on the edge, and it's old now, so it's breaking down. I'm going to change something. Cut that. Might regret it, but let's see. Just wanted to change where that lined up. All right, I'm completely changing my mind. I don't want to go 3 and 2, 3 and 2. Yeah, I do. Let's try this. It won't take me long to do it. Just looking for a clip. I used to have these little claw clips that I would use on the end of my string to keep from losing the beads on the other end. Let's see, I can use binder clips too, but I'll have to search for those. Or tape. Have I lost ya? There seems like there's 15 people. One of them is me. Let me see if that changes anything. Nope, still says 15. But you're awfully quiet in the chat. Just wondering what you're up to. Probably multitasking like I do when I'm watching somebody. Life is busy. I need to finish doing my taxes and my dad's stuff too. Mine should be fairly simple. I just need to go through it. Because I don't have any W-2s. I'm just a hobbyist at this point with my sales. Oh yeah, got a hook in your hand. I figured. I was busy like me, I'm sure. What are you making, Joni? Anything fun? Let's see. 2. And still uneven. That's okay. I can live with it. Just before I knot it, I'm going to make sure it's my size. Okay. Okay, let's see, I can put a couple of these on. That's pretty tarnished. Let's find a better one. These big ones. A doily keg. Nice. I have yet to actually make a doily. My mom made several, and I love them and use them. That's neat. You hung it in the trees. That's so fun. Have you seen where they crochet the the whole trunk of the tree, give it like this really artistic. This artist must work like crazy on those things. Seems like it would be very involved. All right, I think I like that. I've never done it like this where I add, sorry, I'm off camera, where I add a little dangly bit. That looks good, I think. Just doing this as an experiment for myself, and we'll see if it is wearable. And if people want one, then I'll make one for them. Hey, maybe I could add, let me add a little doodad here. Let's add some daisies around the bead. Kind of jazz it up a little bit. So yeah, I bought a couple jewelry lots to do, I keep changing my mind, darn it, to use to like make things, repurpose, upcycle. And I wasn't super thrilled with most of what I got. I mean, I did get a jewelry lot from Crafty Crafting, and that was fabulous. But a lot of it is just like sellable, wearable stuff that I hate to harvest, and which is what I call it, and break up. So I'd rather take broken or single earrings or things like that. But anyway, I got the other jewelry lot, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with this stuff. Because it wasn't inspiring me for some reason. Now I've done it. Now I have to try to tie a knot in this. Or I can use my crimping. I could probably use crimpers. My crimping beads. If I can find them. I saw them recently. Gotta get myself organized with my stuff. Mandela ring. Yeah, what is... I feel like it has something to do with Indian, because mandalas are a symbol or a design, right? I love it. We can learn from each other. I'm glad you asked that, Lorna, because I don't ask enough questions when I don't know something. To get better about that. Now, if I were a crimp bead, where would I be? Jewelry repair. I used to do a jewelry repair at a retirement home also when my kids were little and I was not working full time. Crimp beads, not my favorite ones, but those will do. So I had this little train case that I had for that purpose to take with me. There's one that just fell out, one of the good silver ones. Maybe I can find another loose one in here. Maybe that's where it came from. Oh, there's more of those daisies and more crimp beads. And now I have to gather those up. I'm not going to do it right now. Control yourself, Leanne. Oh, I have to go in a minute. Hey, Spirit, how are you? I have to go in about 10 minutes, I think. So let me quickly do this. Do I have my crimping pliers? I gotta get those out. Okay. Let's see. I think I'll do one. Oh, no. Yeah, it'll work. It'll work. Let's do this one first. How are you, Spirit? Nice, sweet. Yeah, that's a good idea. Ask Google. I'll probably show you a picture and everything. Okay. Am I just weak? Oh, it's just more resistance than I remember, probably. It rolled. I think I'm still hold though. Yeah, I gotta hit the road in a few minutes. Go see my doggy friend Noodle. Let him out, go potty. If you're interested in seeing him, he's on a couple of my videos where I go and visit him and take him out for potty. Silly, I know. I did a lot of dog sitting, both before when I was working full time and then during the majority of the pandemic when people started going on trips again. Which surprisingly, a lot of people went on trips earlier than I would have felt comfortable. But everyone had a different comfort level and still do. I still wear masks when I go around other people. And they're still required in medical facilities around here, at least. And on an airplane, I definitely do. It's just my own comfort level. Now, I don't know. I like it. Let me get rid of the excess. It might be a little stiff. It might not be dangly enough for me. But we'll see how it goes. I can always change it. I am going to put a tiny bit of glue on the end and then also on the knot because I feel more secure that way. Yeah, he's cute. He is a tan Cocker Spaniel. He's a sweet little guy. He's very much a baby. I got used to his mommy being home for work and then back to the office more often. He's a little bit like lonely, I guess. And then they go on trips. Sometimes I house sit for them when they go on trips. They went to Europe recently. And then Hawaii, I think, for their honeymoon or anniversary, I mean. We got some polyurethane for your diamond dots. Oh, okay. To seal it. I should show you mine. I don't think you were here earlier when I was finishing up my sloth. Yeah, I don't know if I like how this is sticking out. I was thinking more, dangled down kind of things, but I could always cut it off if I don't like it. Yeah, it looks like a little arms. I don't know. I don't know about that. You never know until you try, though, right? Whoops. Kicked my camera stand. All right, well, I'm going to wrap it up, kind of clean up and say goodbye because I have to go see Noodle. Here it is. Isn't that cute? It's cute. Now I don't know what to do with it. I just ordered another one with Kitty. I'll be doing that one at some point. And yeah, trying to do more jewelry because I really do enjoy it. And I have lots of supplies. So. I made these earlier today. This is yellow lace. Sorry, I keep saying yellow lace. They are yellow fossil, coral fossil, yellow coral fossil. Yeah, I love them. I'm going to keep 2, gift 2. I love the color. If anybody's interested, I can make some for y'all at pretty much at cost, maybe a little bit more for my efforts, but get better about that. Okay. So I'm going to wear a couple of them. Gotta do that multi-layered look. I don't know. I like the spacers on this. I don't usually put spacers on my semi-precious stone beads or bracelets like this. I thought I'd give it a try. Might continue that on some others. I don't know. But yes, I'm using my stuff. Have some black tourmaline that I just pulled out. Have some amethyst that I just pulled out of my stash. I didn't buy new things like this, but I'm trying to keep it to stuff I already have. Use what I have. All right. So that's it for today. I'm going to say goodbye and hope you enjoyed hanging out. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I have more of those key charms. Lots more. So I'm gonna work on making more things with those. And thank you for coming today. I hope you had a nice time hanging out and chatting. Joni, good luck with your project. Thank you. I know I do that too. I enjoy hanging out with people when I'm working on something. So have a good day, everybody. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow on Sabrina's channel. Simon Says Let's Make a Deal for our show, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. Okay, bye. You too. Bye.